I'm touching on this Sydney Sweeney situation again. The right wing, the people who are more culturally in line with the traditional ancestors of European customs and Christian traditions, they are susceptible to sex addiction. Think about what the right wing known for. They're known for being massive exercise heads. They're doing push-ups every day, they're eating steak, they're eating oysters, and they're sober. Mostly sober. What is the left wing known for? They're known for excessive partying, anti-exercise, doing drugs, SSRIs, vegan donuts. And so, obviously, the libido of the right-wing people is going to be through the roof, because if you're just working out all the time and eating oysters and steak, you're going to be like, oh, oh. And that is how you target the right wing. And I've seen all these movements now of like, yeah, look at Sydney Sweeney, she's so fucking hot. Yeah, look at those titties, boy, woo! And there's this video of these hot white cheerleaders. Yo, women ain't bimbos. And the thing is, our white women need to be protected. They're not sexual objects. And I tried to Google search what are the statistics of how many people have searched blonde in Pornhub, but I couldn't find that because they only publish their data twice every couple of years or something. But this is how you cause the downfall of the radically rising red pill youth, is you get them thinking that life's all about chasing pussy, when that is the biggest downfall of the conservative movement, is this lust for flesh. When you take away your sexual energy and you turn it into objectification of women, you make women focus purely on being sexy, and being sexy is for your husband. You're not supposed to get power through just showing off your body. That's what creates people like Nick Fuentes, these incels who hate women, is because these women, all they do is just show off their juicy tits and nice ass and sexual lips, and they make these faces, and they're getting all this power, all this money, all this influence just from being a hot piece of ass. And what are you doing to white women? You're making them sexual objects. And it's a cheap shot. It's a cheap shot at success. Your bodies is for your husband. And you can take away any vice. Okay, alcohol, drugs, shopping, food, gambling, any of those things, none of them mean as much as the lust for the female body. Nothing is more powerful than a beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman. Now, my wife's brunette, but the point is, it gets primal, especially for right-wing guys, people who are healthy, people who are going to bed early, people who are sober, people who are working out, people who are eating steak and oysters. They can fall to sex addiction. And yes, Sydney Sweeney, oh, it's so nice to have a hot girl on a fucking jeans advertisement. Yeah, but at what cost? You can still be hot without being like this. Oh, yeah, look at my tits. It's like, the whole point of that commercial is to make white women pieces of flesh. And, Joel Davis talked about how the left-wing party used to be the ones who were like free love and all about sex. Now it's the right-wing party, because the left-wing party, they're all prudes. They're ugly as fuck because they're on medication. They're eating vegan donuts. They're not exercising. They hate themselves. They're not patriots. They're Satanists. And that's making them ugly as fuck. And so their libido's going down, except for when they're on ecstasy, right? And that's only once a month. Whereas the right wing, they've become the horn dogs. They've become the sex addicts now. And so we must view this as a real threat to the downfall of the red pill movement, because there's so many positives of the red pill movement. Let's not channel our God-given energy into chasing poontang, because we're supposed to be making white babies. We need to have more white babies. Okay, we don't need just to try and get a stupid job to get the Porsche to impress the sluts.